ain't gonna lie, I crowed, man. I crowed.
You did what?
I crowed. I dropped a couple tears, man.
Damn, for the man, RIP to the single life.
You are now tuned in to the Rich Dream Show.
Say we just tryna live, so we just want them M's. Even if it's dirty, we gon' wash it over here. The requiem is clear, so invest in our ideas. And we don't give a fuck about opinions over here. Nigga, we just tryna live. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
The word.
Ain't
Another
shit,
beautiful
ain't shit.
day in the land. That's right. We back in it once again.
We are.
Give you the news that you can use
Every day, all day.
Nah.
24/7, 365.
Another episode of the Chop Up Show with Smok3 and Fadezz. It's my boy Young Fadezz in the place to be. Man, I mean, you know, it's summertime 2026. You just keep getting hotter and hotter.
Every day. Seem like every stinking day.
Yeah, man. And you know, when it's hot, you know it's a good thing to do when it's hot.
What is it?
It's a good time to get married. Surely.
No, it's not. It's actually not. It's actually not. To be quite honest, it's really not.
Well, it's
Yeah.
perfect time to get suited and booted and you know, and speak on to the one you love in front of the people you love. You say so?
So here's the thing. Though, because I talked to, you know, quite a few people that was actually at the wedding and stuff like that. And it seems that we all had different stories of what was going on or what was supposed to happen or where this was, where that was.
That's crazy.
Me personally, like I said, I read the flyer wrong. I'm thinking that it was gonna be at an actual building. You know, I pull up in my black shirt.
Yeah.
You feel me?
Yeah.
And I'm like, wait a minute.
Man. You look good.
Well, thank you. You know, I tried.
Yeah. No, you had
But
sleep with
I'm like, I thought we was pulling up to, you know, I'm like, man, we pulling up to a building, right? So I see everything set up outside. I said, okay, cool. All right, change the plans. You know, wedding gonna be outside, cool. Then it was a thing of we thinking the reception is gonna be actually at a restaurant. You know.
Yeah, that was a super.
Which I was like, well, you know, I had to get back pretty soon, so I was like, okay, well, if the reception is gonna be at a restaurant, it's supposed to be in negatives, right?
Correct.
Okay. Yeah. I was like, well, I probably ain't gonna be able to make that because, you know, I had back to school the next day, so I had to get some type of rest. So I'm like, all right, cool. Then I see the food. I see the barbecue man pull up with all the food. I say, yeah, man, explain to me. And then I talked to Caleb. He said, man, I just found out 2 hours ago that I was going to be the DJ. And so I said, yeah, what's going on, Smok? Come on, man, talk to me. Talk to us.
Yeah, man. Shout out to all people that came through and made it happen, bro. We got it done. Nah, really, bringing it all the way back. Initially, October,
okay.
Word.
Right.
Yeah, I jumped the gun on that note. When I was sent that flyer, I jumped the gun, sent that out. Princess told me I wasn't even supposed to send that out yet. So I jumped the gun.
Why she? Oh, that was just like a deliberation thing. Like we thinking about doing October.
Guess so. But then once it was out and she was like, okay, that's cool though. We good with it. Boom. But I always was supposed to be at mom's in them crib. I believe that was on the initial flyer as well. So I don't know what was the miscalculation with that. And everybody that asked me, I told them outside. I said, outside dress cool. I said that plenty of times to a lot of folk. But
yeah. See, like I said, I just read that part. I read that flyer wrong. So that was a mishap by me right there.
Beyond that, you know, got fired. So immediately, you know, what we probably was gonna plan, like, cause initially, you know, it was gonna be, I'm sure, a lot more hands involved and more organization and everything than that. But of course, the more hands, the more people that you gotta disperse to.
Yeah, you gotta greet them. Them palms gotta be greased.
Hey, yeah. You know, we try to keep first is at a minimum, man. Right.
Your phone's gotta be green.
So, but of course, my baby, you know, she loved me. You know, she put the rig over things. She loved me, nigga. She said she still wanted to get married. We decided on a new date. Sent flyers out for that.
Mm-hmm.
But I think where the miscommunicado really happened was, see, when me and baby talked about it, I was understanding. We was like, okay,
here we go.
We only gonna have like basically the wedding party of people that was supposed to be there, and you know, everybody else we just gonna tell them, you know, it's off because of financial constraints, whatever. And that was the message I delivered. But you know, I know people.
Right. I remember you told me.
The people that I have, you know, they don't want to come no regardless. It's like, so the question I immediately got when I told everybody it was off, so y'all still having it? I mean, yeah, we still gonna get married. Y'all want to pull up, see the nostrils, whatever. Boom. Well, yeah, we still coming. That's what mostly everybody said. So I'm looking at it. And by the time, you know, I got back there, I'm like, well, it's still basically most of the people coming that was going to come in the first place. So I'm like, so then we get you know, debating back and forth. Well, should we do this? Should we do that? You know, should we feed everybody that's coming? You know, it's like you got people coming out. You don't want to just have nothing.
Hey, should we feed everybody?
Yeah, you know, hey, which case in point, that was the whole point of being like, hey, you know, we ain't really doing much. But so yeah, it was a lot of last minute pulling together type of stuff. But hey, man, shout out. Like I said, our aunt came together and helped us out with getting everything set up. She was able to find the catering as well, and they helped us out. Dang, my boy, I think it's
that barbecue was good, man.
Yeah, he pulled up.
Barbecue was pretty good. Sure.
Yeah, my boy Chris Shivers, man. Shout out to Chris Shivers Jr.
What's the name of his spot?
I don't know the name of the spot. He on Facebook, yeah, it's Chris Shivers Jr. And then you can find his business on his page.
Okay.
Shout out to Cuz, man. But yeah, and I ain't gonna lie, I kind of had it in my head about who was gonna handle the music and everything, which is crazy because my phone got too hot and it froze up, so we lost the music. And hey man, I love it though because
good old technology.
We got a story now, so you know.
Oh yeah. Hey, the thing is though, bro, what I learned, like being a part of weddings, having one, like it's always gonna be a story. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? It's always gonna be some last minute stuff. Right. Like with ours, you know, I think I told the story. Me and Z had talked about doing vows, and we had kind of agreed that we weren't gonna do our own vows. Right. And the day before, she decides to call me crying about wanting to do our own vows. So it's always a crazy story, man.
Yeah, bro.
You know, when you're having a wedding and you trying to, you know, even if you got everything planned ahead, it's always certain things that come up that you want to change, want to add to, certain mishaps or certain things that just go wrong. You know what I'm saying? That's all a part of it.
It's a busy day, man. It's a busy day.
100%.
And it's like, you know, you trying to give your attention to so much stuff and so many people at the same time. You like, man, I'm just trying to get back to my lady. Like, what is going on right now?
Hey, I think had we had to plan a wedding, actual wedding, see, that courthouse helped us out a lot. We just had to show up.
Yeah.
That's all we had to do from courthouse. Just show up, do the little ceremony thing, take some pictures, then we off to, you know, where we ate at or whatever. Mm-hmm. So y'all actually, yeah, that was a whole wedding ceremony y'all had to plan on your own. So yeah, I could only imagine.
Yeah, the organization.
But man, I want to start by saying congratulations.
Appreciate it. Hey,
you know.
Salute, man.
I'm proud of you.
Get with you tonight.
I'm proud of you. Yeah. Oh, you got to let something up.
Appreciate you.
Yeah, man. Well, hold on. I ain't done with the shout out yet. Congratulations. The toast. I ain't done with it. Congratulations. I'm proud of you, man. You know, I've seen you at your worst. You know what I'm saying? We gonna keep that one tough, but I not seen you at your worst. You know what I'm saying?
Worse.
but now, man, it's good. It's good. Nah, man, it's good to see all of us growing up, maturing, understanding what's most important, which is family. You know what I'm saying? Stepping up. That's not an easy thing to do. It's not an easy thing to build a family. build a foundation with a wife and kids or a kid, you know what I'm saying? So man, that takes a lot. That takes a lot of want to, that takes a lot of discipline to, you know, to do what you're supposed to be doing, you know, which is right by your wife, you know, by your partner. So man, I salute that. Again, congratulations. I think you picked the best bride that you could have picked for yourself. You know what I'm saying? If I ain't mistaken, I probably was one of the ones early on saying, you know, hey man, you know, I think that princess chick down with you, man. You know, at that point, you know, cause you know, I'm just saying, you was a little, you was a little secretive about what you had going on. Not secretive, but not outwardly, you know, just talking about it. So once I learned the first, yeah. So, you know, but man, I'm proud of both y'all. Congratulations. And, you know, make it a for everything, bro. Make it a for everything.
Really, man. Appreciate you, my dude.
Toast.
Salute.
Yes, sir.
But no, man. Damn. I was gonna say something that shot me and forget what I was gonna say. But yeah. No, I'm happy. And yeah, and no, that's the thing. Like, people kept asking me, you know, like, how does it feel to be married after a week, a day in? It feel very, very responsible. I feel very adult. It's giving very, very astute, very much. I see why most dads, every time you see them, you know, they got gray hairs and stuff. Cause all I could think about ever since that moment is like, damn, we got to do this. We got to do this. Like all the things that, you know, that you want for your family and that you want for the future. And, you know, like you saying, man, now it's time to implement, have discipline, you know, be super responsible financially to try to make those things happen. So yeah, to everybody that's asking, that's how it feels. It feels very heavy as the head that wears the crown, if that makes sense.
Yeah. That's how it go, man. I think you get to a place where it's kind of like, okay, now instead of just making the best decision for me, I have to consider the family. I got to consider them. I got to consider is this going to be best for all of us, especially the kid. You know what I'm saying? So it's a responsibility, man. 100%. Hey, even your boy got 1 or 2 grades up there now. You know, I'm the last of the dying breed with, you know, my age group and not having grades. I got 1 or 2 up there now. You know what I'm saying? So, but now, man, it's
just found one in the nose.
You got 1 in the nose?
I just seen it the other day. I say, what the?
Damn.
Yeah, bro. It's trying to hit.
Damn. Fucking nose. That's crazy. But now, man, it's like I say, but I agree with you, man. That's how it is. But I think it keeps you sharp. It keeps you, I think, trying to be the best you can be because you know you have, you know, your family to consider. So I think you always, if you're always considering your family, you will make the best decision possible, whatever you're trying to do.
Right.
So.
Yeah, man. But man, it's just happy as hell, man. I ain't gonna lie, that was the most nervousness part of it. It's just being like, okay, you gotta get up in front of everybody to do this thing. But I wasn't really as nervous.
Yeah.
You know, the finalization of the marriage. I had already kind of been in my head like, okay, this what we gonna be doing. This the life we've been living for the past year. You know, I've been in Princess was solid, so I'm just like, okay, I was just about to be official. But yeah, I was ready.
Yeah.
I ain't gonna lie, I was a little nervous. I did when I drove down there because I had to drive from Shreveport and it was about an hour drive. You know, you have a lot of inner thoughts and stuff on something like that when you know you taking that last ride as a single man.
Yeah.
I ain't gonna lie, I crowed, man. I crowed.
You did what?
I crowed.
What's that?
I dropped a couple tears, man.
Man, damn, for the man, RIP to the single life. That's what it was for.
See, and I thought I knew you was gonna say something like that, but nah, I was actually, you got that so. I was actually thinking about my vows, bro, on the cool shit.
Y'all didn't do y'all arms, right?
So we did, but again, I don't think that got passed along to Pops. So we just exchanged them after. But yeah, we did the biblical vows during the ceremony.
Right. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think we did both too. We did ours first and then he did his.
Yeah, my boy came
So
strong. My boy, they want that paper, man.
now I had my phone. Shit, I had my phone. Cause I mean, it was last minute. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
I just typed it in my notes. You know what I'm saying? And you know,
But that's I feel like, you know, but besides y'all, don't nobody remember what the hell you be saying.
what's that now?
I say besides you and your wife, don't nobody remember what the hell you be saying. All that shit.
No, fuck no. Yeah, nah. It's
That's-
just a moment. It's an in the moment
Everybody
type of thing. Yeah, it's just and you know I made a couple people cry. I made a couple people cry with mine.
come up, but look, but if you text them now, I'd be like, you remember what I said?
No, of course not.
Out of
It's a
words.
moment. It's a moment thing. Of course not. Of course not. But nah, man. Just seeing marriage is a beautiful thing. Like as you get older and you understand, you know, what life is about, what's the important things in life, just seeing it. It's a beautiful thing, especially if it's like your brother, you know, somebody close to you, somebody you've been rocking with. You always want to see, you know, you always want them to, you know, do the best and have the best. So yeah, nah, it's a cool thing. Marriage is cool. But I think the important thing is to don't change nothing. Don't change nothing.
Oh,
Well, paper, whatever, that's official now. Don't change nothing.
Yeah.
If it's been working, keep doing it. Now, if you know, if stuff starts to not work,
right,
then it's time to change. You know what I'm saying? But if it ain't broke, don't fix it.
Yeah,
You
that's
know
what I was
I'm
gonna
saying?
say. If anything, strengthen the areas to which you already know, you know, that you guys
All week, yeah.
that really work together. And like, if you understand that, hey, I've already seen these traits in you that are awesome, I'm just gonna reinforce that.
Yeah.
And like you say, if it, you know, of course, there's areas we got to work on as people, as individuals,
Of course.
and as together. So, and just helping each other and pushing each other. It's been a beautiful thing, and just like, honestly, even when I thought I might not do it, seeing y'all, it still made me have the respect and you know, appreciation for what it represents, man. That family aspect and that value, and choosing peace. It's a lot. It's a lot. I mean, don't get me wrong. Of course, it's some shit, but it's a lot more peaceful on this end. I ain't gonna lie to you.
Yeah, 100%. If you keeping it specific to being married, it's definitely, you know, versus being, you know, living a single life. Depending on the type of single guy you are.
Yeah.
It can be a little bit chaotic, you know what I'm saying? A little bit toxic, depending on who you did. So you're dealing with, you know, different people at certain times. You know what I'm saying? So you never know what you get. But with a wife, you know what you get.
It's sad. I feel for the single guys, man, because you know you got a plight is to, you know, like you say, am I gonna deal with the chaotic stress of being in this dating pool and trying to, you know, figure my stuff out, or am I just gonna be bored and just, you know, lock in and do what I need to do? And that's pretty much what you gotta weigh the options as, man. And it's really, I mean, you know, more advantageous on the boner side, but it's hard. It's hard.
Boring is what makes successful people doing the little boring, monotonous things that you're doing every day, the routine things every day, to try and ensure your success, whether it be a marriage, whether it be, you know, in business with your kids, you know, whatever it is. But I think boring is not some people will knock you for saying, "Oh, you too boring." You know, you have a woman or a man called the other, you know, "Oh, she too boring. He too boring. I can't fool with her." Me, myself, I have dated a chick in the past that I was like, "Ah, yeah, she too boring. I can't really rock with that." You know? Yeah, I've said the same thing too. But I think when it come down to it, it's kind of like you can be boring and that can be a turnoff for somebody, but at the same time, it's like if you're a boring person like me, I feel like I'm a boring person, but I'm very routine. You can ask my wife, like I'm routine. Like she down there know what to expect every day from me. My schedule been a little different now since we have the vendor machine, so I be having to go and, you know, I might get home late sometimes dealing with them, or like tomorrow I got to go out there and check on one of them. So my schedule changes a little bit when certain stuff is added, but for the most part, bro, like I'm the same. I'm doing the same things every day. every day, you know. So boring can be a good thing, but at the same time, it can be a turnoff. I will say that though.
It's all about, you know, how you concept and and the definitions we choose those as well. Cause, you know,
Yeah.
they boring, but really, cause that's the thing though. It's like, but when it's time to cut loose and, you know, and have fun, you know how to do that too. So it ain't that you boring. It's like
Right.
you know, you subscribe to routine.
Yeah.
Whereas somebody that's exciting, yeah, they might be going out and club and stuff every other weekend, but when you really look at it, what are they doing? Yeah, you going out,
Yeah.
getting drunk.
No substance to life.
Yeah, you turned up. Okay.
Yeah.
That's what's up.
That's cool.
Yeah.
That's what's up. That's your era you in? Okay, cool. That's your era.
Yeah. So
but man,
the exciting definitions change as you get older too.
100%. 100%. Cause see, to me, exciting ain't even about like, it's exciting used to be like you say, going to the club, you know, college, we go and hit kickbacks, you know, we done hit plenty of kickbacks together, stuff like that. That was exciting. That was fun to me. Now fun is kind of like going on a trip, going to the movies, you know, going on a date. Going on a date, like not the club is like not even on the list, really. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like at this point, like the club ain't even really on the list. Now, don't get me wrong, I do when I go to bars, bro, nowadays, I'm going to go watch the game or some type of sporting event and linking with the fellas.
Yeah.
Like, it ain't me just saying like, man, let's go pull up over here to such and such, man. Just see what dress up and do all that and see what's in there. Bro, I hadn't dressed up to link up with the fellas and I don't know how long. If anything, I might put on some slides and shorts and a t-shirt. Like and it's been like this, man, honestly, it's been like this probably the last 3, maybe 4 years. Like it really excite me to go out and party. Like, you know, like how it was back in my early to mid 20s or something, you know.
Right. He said, man, it's about, you know, man, if we're gonna party, let's go out and, you know, what we can do for a week and just be relaxed.
There you go.
Yeah.
Vacay. Yep. But man, what I meant by like choosing peace, man, it's more of like, because I thought about a situation that I was in not too long ago, you know, where into it with a family member a while back, you know, we fall out, we reconcile, you know, my mind, everything cool. We reconcile, you know, normally that's how I go. You reconcile, everything's cool. And, you know, fast forward a few months back, you know, we kind of fall out again. Not kind of, we fall out again. And the thing is, it's over the same thing that happened at first. So, you know what that made me think about, bro? It's kind of like, and what I'm learning is, because I have this bad, like, I have it, I'm getting way better at it, but I have this bad of, like, wanting to be understood if somebody is looking at me in, like, a bad light. Especially if, like, nah, bro, that's not what it was. But they thinking I've just done some messed up, hypothetically just thinking I've done some messed up stuff. But I've historically had it bad to like wanting to be understood and not wanting to be looked at as like the bad guy, especially if I felt like it was like a misunderstanding, right? But what I've learned, man, sometimes, which is why I say you have to choose your peace, especially like with people close to you. If they're dead set on looking at you that specific way, in a bad way, in a, you know, in a messed up way, it's really nothing that you can do about it.
Oh yeah.
It's nothing that you can do about it. They're going to look at you like that anyway. Even if you reconcile again for the second or third time, they still look at you like that. They just like, okay, well, I'm going to chill on them right now. So I kind of been on some stuff like, man, I'm on some stuff like, yo, we can go our separate ways at this point.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Nah,
because I'm like, if I tell you, right, if me and you get into it about something and I feel you've done me wrong, right? This is the way I am. And you say, bruh, like, I apologize. It wasn't like that. You explain your side to the T. And I say, you know what, bruh? Cool. Water under the bridge. We ain't got to ever have this conversation again. That's where it stays with me. That's where it stays. But what I've learned, a lot of people don't do that.
Yeah.
They hold that against you. When they get another opportunity to bring it up, it come up again.
Which is crazy.
You know what I'm saying?
We supposed to have made amends on it.
Yeah.
But that's like the internet, bro. Like some people will, go in the comments and try to double down and fix people with understanding. Some people don't want to understand, man. Some people's sole purpose is when you say something, like when they say something, I'm gonna make sure I whatever negative I can paint, yeah, and that's how I'm going with it. Because it's like you can always take something, one or two ways. It's always different angles to anything. But yeah. And you probably see, I say I the best probably relation would be Facebook, because them more people that you know. It's certain people you probably like got on your face. Anytime you post anything, they got something a little weird to say or something like that. People ain't bold no more.
I do got some folks like that. Yes.
Yeah, bro. So yeah, that's
100% I do.
Choosing peace, you definitely, ignore, especially, if you done already tried to make some type of understanding and they just not having it. Oh yeah. I'm not gonna stress myself out at all.
Yeah. And see, that's what me personally, that's where I had to learn that. And then, especially like when you're dealing with people that's close to you, you get what I'm saying? Like that be the ones for sure too. And, what I learned to be is just like, yo, I block you, man. I block you. We good. Hey, I ain't no hard feelings.
Yeah.
And that's what I mean by choosing peace, bro. Like, because I feel like when you forgive a person, or if y'all, like I said, reconcile, excuse me, and it keep coming up every so often, it's like, bro, I'm not about to be a punching bag now.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying?
You gonna try to ride this for the rest of my life, seem like.
What you want me to do about this, bro? Whatever it is, what you want me to do? Are you going to be able to get? My thing is, for people like that, I don't see why they don't just block the person. If it got to keep coming up every so often, why don't you just block that person? Get them out of your life. Bro. If you feel they've wronged you so bad.
Certain people are just wired like that, unfortunately. Like literally, the milk is spilled. Who spilled it? Where was the milk to where it could be spilled? What type of glass would they use? Like all this other stuff, instead of just, okay, let's get these paper towels and get the milk up, bro.
Right. I'm talking about years, bro.
Sick.
I don't get it, man. But to me, I think that's people that I don't think that they have anything to wake up and look forward to. You get what I'm saying? To be that bitter, man, you really in a bad place in life 9 times out of 10. 9 times out of 10, to be worried about some stuff that happened years ago that you supposedly got past with the person. It's, I don't know.
That tug at my heartstrings a little bit, because that's a little sad. Like when you paint it like that, that's a little sad.
It is though. But think about it though. Think about how bad life has to be. You know what I'm saying? Like how bad does life have to be for you to wake up and that's what you're thinking about?
And it ain't even no life.
Anytime something, I don't know. It's just kind of like they chop at the bit for the opportunity to bring it up again.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I'm just like, come on, man. Come on, dog. But like I say, man, you gotta choose peace, you gotta rise above it. And stay on your mission, stay on your purpose, man. Everybody is not going to like you. Everybody ain't gonna think. I guarantee you there's no person on this earth that everybody that has came in contact with them, they like them. There's no, you can find the guy that you think or the woman that you think is the coolest person on earth is somebody that don't particularly care for them.
Yeah.
Guaranteed.
I was talking to Baby about Jordan the other day. She ain't really big on sports like that, but I was telling her, the Jordan teammates didn't even like him,
Yeah.
A lot of them.
Well, at least to come out,
Yeah.
Come out here lately.
But
so
they accomplished the mission.
That's how I go, man. Huh?
They accomplished the mission. That was the main thing.
That's the thing.
Yep.
And what's your mission, your purpose?
And he was leading them in the right direction.
Yeah. You can't worry about what a motherfucker think about you, man. Motherfucker whether you doing great things, whether you ain't doing shit, motherfucker gonna talk regardless, man. You know what I'm saying? If you give to one organization, motherfuckers will say you should have gave the same or you should have gave that money to another organization.
Hey,
When you really
motherfucker,
was doing it with a pure heart.
what's the
And a nigga say, nah, you shouldn't have did. You should have did this with your money.
what's old girl negative name? Mabel, something Bell. The lady that she
What
known
lady?
I can't remember her name. She kind of known for just kind of walking the streets of negative shit.
Orville.
But like people talk crazy about her, and supposedly, allegedly, she don't got much. But why y'all gotta keep your name in your mouth, man? That lady living. They're talking about you got nothing, man. Shout out to Orville.
Yeah, I mean, but that just go to show you, bro. Think about that.
Man.
This lady
Man.
is somebody that's walking the streets. You know, a lot of people would say she's kind of like, you know, kind of a little bit out of her mind. You know, I don't know for sure or not, but
Yeah,
people have said this about her. Is what I'm saying.
Right. And just will go out of their way to make conversation to talk about, like, for what? Let her live.
That's how I go, bro. That's how I go, bro. Let her do her, man. She hurting anybody? Is she bothering you? You know?
It's sad, man. You know what else was sad? That first goddamn preseason Saints game, bro.
What that? Hold on. This is my segment right here, man. Hold on.
Talk to us, G.
Let's get into it then. Since you jumped it off.
Man.
Okay, so we
gotta
get into the sports,
talk
man.
about
We got it. We got the first week of the NFL preseason and I was excited to have some football on all day. You know, it's warming me up for September 9th. I think, boy, the first game is on a Wednesday this year, boy. Boy, we every day. Hey, football every day, boy.
Once it
I
started,
ain't lying. Yeah, man. So we got, okay, let's just start with the Saints game since you brought that up first.
I mean,
Saints, Jaguars, we lost 20-24. I'll go through the first half. So the first half, yeah. Well, we look good that first half.
I was about to say pretty much lost it in the fourth. So
yeah, we didn't score it all. We didn't score it all in the second half. It was 20-6 at half. We didn't score not 1 point, not nothing in the second half. Which
good news is, I
think that's because we put back up third, fourth, fifth. We trying things, but I'm encouraged by that first half, man. I ain't worried about the offense. I was looking at the defense. I'm encouraged. I'm encouraged by our defense. That's the side of the ball that I was a little worried about coming into the season.
Yeah.
But the seconds, I'm like, most of those guys were second or third stringers. They look good.
Shoot, 84 team.
What you think?
84 team tackles as a whole. Like you said, man, the offense looked, pretty proficient. I was a little saddened by Jordan Tyson's injury or re-injury of his hamstring, but
yeah,
those are injuries that tend to linger. So hopefully he just rests up real good.
Oh, yeah, hopefully.
And just
they say it's nothing serious, so I think they just let him rest until the regular season, bro.
Right. I hope they just be super precautionary, even if he has missed the first game or two, just to make sure he's fully ready to go. But like you saying, the fact that the defense looked like that, and we know, one of the captains, Cam, is on the road to recovery as well. That gives me good, I don't want to do too much, but they look solid. We look solid.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah, I ain't mad. Not mad at the
I
performance.
thought we looked very good. I think we had like 2-3 sacks in the first half. We had 2 picks in the first half. Man, we had a red zone stop. We forced them to a field goal in the red zone. That's things that you want to see.
It's true.
Can we if they do so happen to get in the red zone, can we get a stop? Can we get stops in the red zone?
Yeah, that's gonna happen.
That help you win games, man. That help you win games. So overall, I like what I seen from him. Yeah. Now moving on, let's go to where is it?
Last week we'll just talk about the Saints the whole time.
The Cowboys and the Seahawks.
Spread the love.
Cowboys and the Seahawks. Did you happen to see this game?
The only game I really had visual on was the Saints game, but I'm pretty abreast on the highlights of everything.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
So from what I'm seeing, man, Joe Milton looked like he did a good job. Sam Howell looked like he came in and did a good job. They're big on what's the kid's name? The receiver, man. Camden Brown. He had a big catch for 2 TDs, 3 receptions, 62 yards, 2 TDs. He had one in which it was kind of like a jump ball TD in the end zone. So
Yeah.
I think they're excited about that. But we know the Cowboys. We know they're gonna do Cowboy thing. You know what I'm saying?
Oh
We know
no,
they gonna do
don't go
Cowboy thing.
Stephen A on them, man.
I'm just saying, we just know this. We just know this.
Stay here,
We
man.
just know this, man. What do you think the Cowboys needs to be focused mostly on coming into the season? I think their offense is pretty good. I don't think, if this Camden Brown kid pans out to be anything, it's just another piece to them on offense. They pretty stacked on offense. But what do you think they need to be more so focused on?
Yeah, I mean, they've been formidable offensively as a focusing on stopping the run defensively. That's going to be a big emphasis for them. That's going to pull them to the top of that division, especially, where you're faced against division opponents like the Eagles, who are heavy, run team, especially when it gets towards those cold months, and the Giants, who, I forget their new running back addition, but they got a new running back addition along with Cam Scatterman, who's supposed to be returning. So, I mean, yeah, if they can get, to where they're not sub 25 and below as far as defensive run stop defense, that's well for them. And that really, I think, would be the tipping point to make them from a barely making it playoff team to, a real contender. But that's a big if, and also, other things considered. But I think that's really the missing piece that they need to focus on.
Okay. Yeah, I believe it. I think if they can be a middle of the road defense, all jokes aside, bro, they're gonna be hell to deal with. If they can be 14th through 16th, 17th ranked defense, they're gonna be very good. With that offense that they have, bro, they're gonna be very good. So we're gonna be tapped in and watching. Man. But as far as, let's see, the Seahawks, what do we expect from the Seahawks? They only had 7 points. Don't seem to be much going on with, on their side of things. But what are we expecting from them? We expecting another title run?
Man, I wanted to watch the first episode of their Hard Knocks, and I feel like that was going to tell me a lot about them, but I didn't get around to it. Probably watch it tonight. I think, I can't remember. Was it the Patriots the last team to repeat as a Super Bowl?
I think so. Yeah.
So, I mean, we all know the story.
As far as winning, yeah.
We all know the story on that. It's super difficult.
No, the Chiefs.
Yeah, I'm tripping. Big Patty.
The Chiefs.
But yeah, super difficult to do. I definitely want to see how they bounce back from losing the Super Bowl MVP and with him going over to Kansas City, old Kenneth. So I'm just going and throw it out there. I'm not expecting them to repeat. Just from what I see, I don't know if they have exactly the same amount of oomph and, luck that it takes to get it done again. I mean, like we said, with the teams that we've seen repeat, it's been something super special about the team. Not to say that, Seattle didn't have a good team, but it's just like, I don't see a Pat Mahomes on that team to where I'm like, okay, they really could, like, that's a X factor piece that could really get it done again, or Tom Brady, like, and hey, maybe I'm gonna eat crow at the end of the year because Sam Darnold made a lot of people eat crow. But yeah,
because I did not think that he was gonna, honestly. I didn't see him winning this year with his past year, bro. I did not see that. I ain't lying.
Yeah.
I did not see that. But I think the same, man. I don't see them winning it again. I think with the Rams making the moves that they have, Patty will be back this year. AFC, they still, top heavy as hell over there in that conference. I can see them kind of like maybe going out divisional, depending on who they play, divisional round. Because like you say, they lost Kenneth Walker.
Yeah.
I think they lost a linebacker over there. I forgot. Maybe they did. I can't remember, but I know they lost a few pieces from that team from last year. So We'll see though, man. Like I say, we're gonna be tapped in 100%. Next, we got the Browns and the Bears. The Bears won 34-10. Deshaun Watson, 11 for 15, 126 yards. No TDs, no interceptions, 1 sack for 5 yards. Shador, 6 for 11, 79 yards. 1 interception, no touchdowns, no sacks. Deshaun started the game. I think Deshaun started and played. I think he played a half, and Shador played a quarter, and then Dylan Gabriel, he was 5 of 8, 23 yards, 1 interception, 2 sacks for 17.
Don't
2
do
sacks
that.
for 17.
Don't do that, man. That ain't
17
right.
yards. I'm just saying, bro, like, what are we talking about, man, with Dylan, bro? Why they ain't play the rookie, bro? They might as well play the rookie here. Shit. Rookie nigga can come out there and do that.
Shoot, it's a real
But,
deal. Same story, different chapter with those guys.
Right.
Still haven't found.
So who do you think the Browns will end up starting their quarterback the first game?
They're probably gonna go ahead and go with Deshaun, because he probably gives you a little bit more. What's the word I'm looking for? Just familiarity, I guess. As far as just being more of a seasoned QB. What I foresee is him probably getting hurt. God forbid, don't want that to happen. But I kind of foresee that, and then Shador probably taking over, pending, how they feel about the rookie. Just depending on when, it's going to be another one of those seasons. I'm sorry, Cleveland fans, but it's going to be another one of them seasons. They probably go, 0 for, or, like 1-5. And then, like I said, either Deshaun gets hurt or they just.
Another rough one, huh?
Yeah, man. Either Deshaun gets hurt or they decide to make a change. Shador gets in, or they play the rookie after Shador gets in and maybe goes like 2-3. It's like, I mean, whatever they do, it's Cleveland. I'm not really foreseeing it being very spectacular.
He left out, but I agree with the Browns, man. I think it's going to be another rough year. I believe also that Deshaun will be starting. I don't see a team paying him $46 million and him sitting on the bench, even though I believe they should eventually, and I think they will eventually go with Shador, especially if Watson's not playing well or he gets injured. You're paying him $46 million, man. You got to throw him out there. You got to give me something, bro. You've been injured the last basically 2 years, and we've been, your contract was fully guaranteed, bro. If we gonna keep you on this team, bro, your ass getting out there game 1. Your ass getting out there. I don't care, man. Nah, player. You ain't gonna play us like that, brother. We can't do that. But I think, like I said, I just think, you kinda in a pickle with that. You gotta play him. If you're gonna keep him on the roster, you gotta start him off and see what he has. Okay, let's see what the Bears got going, man. Case Keenum still in the league? Damn, I didn't even know that.
Flacco, man, they trying to stay out here.
Hey, man, Case, that's who did that to us in 17. The Minnesota Miracle. Case, man. Yep. But the Bears, man, the Bears, they won 34-10. What's your expectation for the Bears this year, bro?
Playoff team. I think they build on what they had going on last year. I think Caleb is only going to be more confident, and as long as he doesn't have a super meltdown year, definitely maybe first or second round for sure.
So you saying they're gonna go to the divisional at best, get put out?
I think that's their ceiling.
Okay. Man, I ain't gonna lie, bro. I like Chicago. I like Caleb. I like the weapons that he has.
Yeah.
I know he lost DJ Moore, but what's the wide receiver we got? A Dreamzz or something like that.
Dreamzz.
They got a nice running game. They got nice tight ends. I think in another year with his head coach Ben Johnson, I think they do for a pretty good year, man. They could possibly, depending on who they meet up with, they could possibly get put out in the divisionals for sure. Or they could, to be honest, I think they can make it to the NFC Championship game. To be honest.
Yeah.
They made it to the divisionals last year.
Right.
So
I ain't gonna say that like a Green Bay is heads and shoulders above them. Neither Minnesota.
No.
You know.
I would put them ahead of Green Bay, to be honest.
Yeah. I mean, with the Jordan, with
Only
the
team I probably wouldn't put them ahead of is Detroit in that
right,
division.
right.
But I think it's also possible because they won the division last year. Yeah, they won the division. Chicago did. So, but Detroit wasn't healthy. So we'll see though. We'll see.
I'm getting
On
rizzed
to the
up.
next. What we got?
Football.
What we got, nigga? Vikings and Giants. I just really want to talk about this game because the boy that went to the blue tent, the boy went to the blue tent twice in this game, man.
Mister, I ain't gonna slide.
Twice,
Man.
man.
You think that's his game plan? Jason's like, I'm just gonna have a short career. I'm gonna make some plays and get the hell out of here.
I be thinking, I be like, bro, like you got. I mean, what a sack? Well, I know I seen one of the sacks. I think the running back missed the blocking assignment, and Buddy got him square too. I'm talking about square.
Yeah,
square, and I think he will start getting down more. I think he will, but I think it's kind of like a thing of like he may be falling too hard. He might be falling like Tua will be falling down. When he get hit, Tua will get hit, he fall ugly, like
that head bang on the ground.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah. So he might be falling down like when he get hit, when he land, he might be landing like Tua do. Because I'm assuming, he got sacked twice. I'm assuming after both sacks, he went to the blue tent. But okay, Scatterboo got him a couple rushes in there. Four rushes for 19 yards. Okay, Scat.
Shout out.
Pack.
I'm glad to see you back, man. He was an exciting back. Hopefully he's learned a little bit better technique and maybe keep him from getting super duper hurt. Because he's a real bulldozer type of guy.
Yeah, stop trying to go head up with linebackers, bro.
Yeah.
This ain't college. Bro.
He's got some pretty quick feet, man. Get on the juke moves.
Exactly. Man, try to use your stiff arm or something, man. Don't try to go head up with no linebackers, man. What's wrong with you? What's wrong with you? But I think the Giants, bro, if they can stay healthy, I believe that they can. Now, it depends on how good their offensive line can be for Jackson. Depends on how good the offensive line can be for Jackson. If the offensive line can hold up, I think they might, they can be somewhat competitive in the NFC East, I think.
That hasn't been their ministry, though.
That
hasn't really been their ministry. So I don't know if I should really look for that. But
yeah, not especially, man, since Eli, they ain't had no good line, bro. You remember that? Why Eli got up out of there? Shit, man, Eli got tired of getting sacked like that. But we'll see though, man. As far as the Vikings, Kyler Murray has already taken JJ McCarthy's spot as the starter. What's your expectations for the Vikings with Kyler at the helm?
No, with him and Jay Jettis. Hey, and they got Aaron Jones. I think he might be due a comeback year because last year he was hurt a lot of the season. Good weapons over there. What's that other receiver that they have? Addison, if he can stay out of trouble.
Yeah,
I think
Hockenson, the tight end.
Yeah, they could do something, but I don't know, man. I just don't know if I put them over the Bears. So
I wouldn't either. Not right. I can't say that right today. I can't. Nah, not today. Maybe we're wrong though. But today I can't.
Yeah, they're going to be kind of like a 8-9 situation. They're going to probably start off a little hot and then sputter out, as things.
Well, here's the thing though. They were 9-8 last year with JJ.
Yeah.
So, I mean, if we're expecting Kyler to be better.
I'm not really saying that.
You don't think Kyler can be better than that 9-8?
I'm not really saying that.
No, but here's the thing. So who do you think is a better quarterback, JJ McCarthy or Kyler Murray?
I say they about equal, honestly.
Really? I mean, JJ McCarthy and Kyler Murray? Really? Shit. They're gonna tear you up in the comments. Boy.
I mean, number wise, of course, it's not close, but
right.
I mean, he's just the man little.
I know, but we just talking production though. Like if you had to pick one, who would you pick?
I think he has the potential to give the Minnesota Vikings maybe one more game than they.
I think he can do 2.
I don't foresee it being much more than that.
I think he can get them to 11 wins. Wait, 10. Wait, 11. Yeah, 11. I
Yeah.
think he can get him 11. So I'm not too far off from you. Because at the same time, you might have to account for him maybe missing a game or two.
Yeah.
So, but I think he can get them to 11 wins versus their 9 wins last year with JJ. But like I say, that division, man, the NFC North is tough. It's tough.
Right. And then that's a pretty drastic transition going from the desert to Minnesota. Even though he's gonna be inside, but
They're gonna be in a dome though.
I know he's gonna be inside, but you still have to kind of see how he holds up when they go on the road. Like I say, and look, he might be might have the best season he's had since he's been in the league. With him and JJ, he might be super explosive. The way he can get out and extend plays, that might be perfect match. Just me personally, what I feel in my soul right now is telling me, maybe one more game than they won last year. That's what it's telling me.
Okay. Alrighty then. As far as that's probably all the notables I'd say.
Yeah,
So
you talk about that Patriots Colts tie.
I mean, it was like the 0-0.
Snooze fest, man. Snooze fest.
Yeah, man. But now, man, what the hell? Okay, what we got next, Smok?
Something we trying not to never do. You understand? We're gonna go ahead and get into the album of the week.
The album.
Yes, sir. And we kind of mentioned it last episode. Banger alert. Mr. Jermaine Cole. Man. The Fall Off. Do you think this will be his final project, man? He be hitting that retirement all the time, man. You think this will be the last one?
He might do like an EP mixtape.
Yeah.
But I think after a while he may do another album though. But he's for sure gonna do features. He's already been doing features. But he might give us a 5-6 song EP here and there.
I mean, the fact that he did a song about his whole life and career, started it off from, death and went back to birth. I mean, I don't know if you can do too much past that, man. That's pretty much the final frontier.
Yeah, bro. I thought this album, at the time of it coming out, a lot of people was like, I'm honestly, bro, like a lot of people was like, I don't like it.
Yeah.
I don't like it. And I'm just like, and this was before I heard it. So everybody know, anybody that know me know I'm a fan of J. Cole. I'm a big fan of him. But when I listen, I try to listen with an unbiased ear. And cause I'm like, bro, I'm like, it's trash. So I say, man, let me take a listen. So I listen and I'm like, this is like, what am I missing here?
Right.
The trash narrative. Like, it's J. Cole. Like, that's him. Everything about this double disc was him. And I came to the conclusion that if you really think that this double disc was trash, I don't think you was really ever a J. Cole fan.
Right.
You just liked him for certain songs here and there. You feel what I'm saying? Maybe you like the album or two, but you weren't really a fan if you think that this album is trash. Now, if you want to say, well, I don't think it was best work, but it's cool. I can understand that. But to say it's trash though, I'm like, yeah, I don't think you were really a fan.
I go as far to say disrespectful, honestly. I mean,
it's definitely disrespectful to say
like
it's
I
trash.
said, with the project, even with the song I was mentioning at first, where he backtracked his life, like just stylistically, you have to appreciate that type of artistry, especially if you saw the video. Like you can't say somebody didn't put work and effort and time and made something beautiful with that.
Right, 100%. It's kind of like, and at the same time, bro, it's like, bro, this is a double disc we talking about. How many double discs are really just like hard though?
Hey, as a Drake stan, I'ma say it was better than Scorpion. I'm not
100%.
Go cap on your hair. Not gonna give you any room.
100%, bro. Like I think this is one of the harder double disc rap albums ever. Like that to me that I could think of. I mean, of course we're not gonna touch All Eyes on Me. We just gonna keep that where it's at. You know what I'm saying? But as far as a double disc, and a personal favorite double disc of mine is Crit's Forever Is a Mighty Long Time. But man, I can't really think of a double disc album that was like, okay, this is better than, like, I can't really think of another one. But
I agree, man.
Yeah, I can't. And that ain't just bias talk. That's really like thinking about it. Like I say, I'm never putting it over Pop. To be honest, Crit that Crit album for me, that Forever's the Mighty Long Time, is close, but I think the Fall Off is still better. Yeah, man, I like the album though, bro. Like I say, I think it's some of his best work. I put it right under, if I go Forest Hills, I go Born Center, and then I got the Fall Off. Yeah, I got the Fall Off right under that. Yep.
Yeah, I probably ranked this one right behind Born Center. I think Born Center is like my number one.
That's your number one?
Yeah.
Dang, over Forest Hills? Born Center's tight though, bro. I love Born Centers.
I mean,
I love it.
Yeah. That's just the one I feel like I play more tracks from that one than anything else as far as like
Yeah.
in my playing. Where I ain't gonna lie, lately though, it's been the fall. I've been playing a lot of Fallout shit.
Yeah. So what's your favorite tracks on there to jam to?
Yeah, I got Legacy just because it was powerful. It was a powerful song. He went crazy with that one because he rhymed back with back. But I really like the messaging he had in that one. And it ain't even really about just so much of it being a vibe to ride to. I just really I like what he was saying in that one. The 29 intro, I like because it was very creative. He put in there with like the country song talking about Carolina, but
going back to Carolina.
Yeah. And they like rounds and cap type thing seemed like, but then they got shut up and they would go right into 260 because wow. So I like, and you know, of course, that one is hard as shit, the 260. And then, of course, the one with Future in there, man, that Brunch Roll Blue.
Oh yeah, I fuck with that one. Future and Sims, I fuck with that one.
That one tough.
You niggas is pussy. Yeah. I like that one, bro. I ain't gonna lie, I fuck with that one.
Definitely didn't even realize, you know, Future was gonna be in that joint at first.
He in another one too. He in Run a Train.
Yeah, which that one also is hard. That one also is hard. But yeah, his rhyme scheme on that one. I mean, J. Cole. I mean, on Brunch Road Blues, his rhyme scheme was crazy on that one too. On the first verse before Future came on, tough. And then that Quick Stop, I like that. I ain't gonna lie. One thing I've kind of always, I ain't gonna say not liked about J. Cole, but it's always kind of had a little bug in my butt. Something I've always kind of had a thing about J. Cole. It seemed like he be kind of looking down on regular niggas, but he also be admitting like he a regular nigga, do regular nigga shit. I'm just like, bruh, it's like, how you go? But this was cool because it was like, it was kind of a bringing him back down to earth because, you know, he automatically thinking like, okay, I'm in a weird neighborhood. I don't really know. I'm getting gas. Some dude probably about to run up on me on some, you know, what you got type thing, you know. Thing, but it's like somebody coming to show him love, and it just kind of goes to show, you know, kind of restoring that faith in humanity,
right?
And realizing too, like, hey, you know, him realizing just how much he affects people with his artistry and his craft. That was just a beautiful song, man. So yeah, them probably be
bro, like, man, to piggyback off what you just said, I think a lot of these people that you know, these actors or rappers, basketball players, I think sometimes with the paranoia or the annoyance of fans at times, that makes them kind of like want to be a little more secluded and not want to be bothered. And I get it, bro. I get it 100%. But at the same time, like, I think a lot of like what he's talking about on this song is like him not or forgetting at times the impact that he really have on some of these people, bro, through his music. I'm a dude that when I got on J. Cole, bro, like, you know, it's 1,000 niggas that have bars. 1,000 niggas that have bars, but for me, it's kind of like, okay, I always look at it like kind of like what can I relate to with this artist? And off the rip, you know, when I first started listening to J. Cole, he was talking a lot about, you know, college,
chicks, man.
Growing up in college and you know, growing up with a single parent and you know what I'm saying, not having the most coming up, you know, financially. So I related to him on those levels. And then of course when he started talking about, you know, of course I'm on him at that point, and you know, but I think it's important for these rappers, these basketball players, football players, actors, you know, famous people to realize, bro, like, y'all are inspiration to a lot of people, you know, whether you know it or not. I'm sure they know it, but it's like, y'all really are inspiration to people. And with music help people get through tough times. It really do.
Nah, for real.
You get what I'm saying? So But to get to my favorite ones, that one's definitely one of my favorite ones. It's probably my favorite track on the album, Quick Stop. I'm gonna say that one, 39 intro, I Love Her Again, Man Up Above, let's see, Life Sentence. That's one of my favorite ones too. I told Z that Life Sentence, they kind of remind me like of us, like, you know, early on when, especially like his last verse on there, the third verse, and some of the second verse, not really the first verse, but some of the second verse and that last verse, it kind of, I'm telling you, bro, it remind me of us a lot. Some of the things he was saying in those verses, but
Okay.
plus it's a dope song anyways.
Yeah.
But that one, I like Old Dog with Petey Pablo on there. Man, tough. I like Bounce Road Blues. I like Running Train. Poor Thing is tight too. You know, he got that. You wanna talk shit? You wanna run your? He got that part on Poor Thing. Man, I was like, when I first heard that, I was like, all right, then, nigga, all right. But yeah, man, I like that. And then another one of my faves for sure is Bombs in the Ville / Hit the Gas. The second part, the Hit the Gas part, really because he switched the beat like 3 times on that song. So probably like the fuck with your boy, I'm going through things, gray hair on my head, the gray hairs on my head mean I'm going through things. You know, he kind of, you know, he going off at the last little part of that song and he was kind of like talking to himself through a phone, you know what I'm saying? And it was like his younger self, and it was kind of like, damn, man, like it was like his younger self really couldn't, like, you know, when you're in a place where it's like I was telling you last time, I was like, man, you know, when I was back in Shreveport, you know, I had hopes of being here and even further, but you just don't know sometimes, you know what I'm saying? Right. Doubt creeps into your mind, and you know, your circumstances can kind of cloud, you know, your positivity at times. But it was kind of like that. And, you know, he was like, man, look at your kids. And, you know, what he said, look at your kids and see if you've been doing wrong. Something like that. But I'd have to hear the song to sing along type shit. But that's like one of my favorite songs on there, bro. I ain't gonna lie. Yeah, that one and that Quick Stop for sure.
Hey, honorable mention too. Who the F is you, man? He turned you up a little bit on that.
Yep. That's tough. That's tough.
Yeah,
that's tough. Safety hard too, man. I ain't gonna lie. I really like Safety too.
That's the thing,
I really like Safety. I feel like he went like old school with the beat to do. Like he went old school with the beat. You know what I'm saying? So I fuck with that.
That's where you always gotta give him hats off, man. Like, because I think he like Crit to where he might not do it all, but he has major hands on the production.
Yeah.
And like you say, man, he always reps to the Ville, like, and he gives you such a wide range of artistry within the music. Like, he give you storytelling, he give you a little club banger where you can turn up, give you a little like R&B vibe, yeah, man. But the man do his shit, and he do it well.
He do.
Yeah.
He do. Stop playing with it.
Like I say, even though I'm not necessarily a J. Cole stan, he's always gonna be in my tops because he is legit like an artist to the T.
Yeah, he's an artist.
It's just hip hop. Yeah. I mean, like you say, lyricism is a dime a dozen, but to have lyricism, a message, and you know, to be able to drop fire, you know, like it's different. It's different.
Yeah. 100%.
Yeah, man. So if you hadn't blessed your ears with the follow off, or if you only did it one time and you ran through and you wasn't really listening, you probably listened to like half the song. Go back and get you another listen, man.
Yeah, man. Take another listen.
Yes, sir. It's been a good little talking to, man. Glad I got to sit and powwow with you, brother.
Anytime, man. Anytime. Before we get out, y'all be on the lookout for our new show we're a part of called Sports Anonymous. This is not like the look at me playing J. Cole right now. This is not like the podcast that we do here with the Rich Dream Show or the Chop Up. It's more of a structured sports show.
Yes,
you know, where we debate and give our opinions on certain topics. We actually have a moderator, Miss Joyce Mack, the great. You know what I'm saying? So you know, we partnering with our guy over our guy Darius at what is it? Fuel City Sports.
Little City
Yeah, Fuel
Sports.
City
Yes,
Sports,
sir.
man. Y'all tap in with them and see what what they got going new, which is it's us. But
Looking up,
you know what I'm saying. But
giving real sports
be on the
cast.
lookout for it though,
Yeah.
man.
Yeah, man. We
Yeah,
serious.
different
Little bit
look
more
too.
serious.
Different look.
We're
Yeah.
coming at y'all with facts. We got,
We
got a
ain't
little
we
fact.
ain't joking much. We ain't cursing. Yeah. We ain't
Very
talking
serious.
over each other and stuff like that. We ain't doing none of that, man. It's a clean cut show.
That we can switch it up on you like that. We can do. So yeah, man, tune in.
Yes, sir.
As always, hit up the merch. RICHDREAMZZAPPAREL.STORE/shop. Go ahead and get in with us on all that
We actually
stuff.
on the Etsy right now.
Okay.
We actually on the Etsy. So if y'all tap in with the Etsy shop, which the link is always in the bio on the Instagram.
Yes, sir.
Or the YouTube. So we in the Etsy shop with it right now. Y'all tap in and get you some merch if you hadn't already.
Yes, sir. And as
Yes,
always,
sir.
man, keep chasing your dreams and they'll become your nightmares, baby. It's Dream. That's G. I done had too much of
Dream?
the elixir. It's G, it's Smoke.
You done had a little bit too much of that dream?
I'm about to go see what's going on with Mrs. Y'all have a blessed one, man. It's the
Oh, man. Yes, sir.
You are now tuned in to the Rich Dream Show.
Say we just tryna live, so we just want them M's. Even if it's dirty, we gon' wash it over here. The requiem is clear, so invest in our ideas. And we don't give a fuck about opinions over here. Nigga, we just tryna live. Oh yeah.